Labour is the worst time of their lifetime they're going since nobody loves him anymore.
That is very difficult to say.
You have to give the people with the quality and dignity who can represent us.
But
if you send somebody and he's going to represent us and he don't know how to present us, that's going to be the problem.
That's going to be a problem.
Immigration is a soundbite.
It is indeed.
The reality is both parties are not delivering anything. Some of them are moving. Tower Hamlet ছাড়া আসলে program করা very difficult because এটার মাঝে both history আছে. Channels হোকা, mayor হোকা সব কিছু মিলাইয়া ইতিহাস আর ইতিহাস. But this year, Newham Council might be history বানানোর পথে। রুকসানার আমলো যেটা হইছে এটা তো আর এটা নিয়ে আমরা আলাপ করে লাভ নাই, but Labour Party 1965 থেকে Newham Council rule করে for a long, long time. This is a council, আমরা অনেকে মনে করি গরিব council, but they have a lot of money. আপনারা যদি দেখুন যে সিটি এয়ারপোর্টের অংশ থেকে দরিয়া, all this belong to Newham. It does not belong to Tower Hamlets. অনেক পয়সার মালিক তারা আছে, বাট হয়তো পলিসি মেকিংয়ের কারণে রাস্তাঘাটের অবস্থা খারাপ থাকে, হোল থাকে ভর্তি, ফ্লাই টিপিংস আস্তা M25-এর মাঝে দিস কাউন্সিল ইজ দ্য ওয়ার্স্ট কাউন্সিল। এর মাঝে গণবসতি আছে, বাট বাংলাদেশিরা এবার অনেক ক্যান্ডিডেট, একজন দুইজন নাই। যখন আয়সা আফার শুরু করছিল তখন এক বাঙালি ক্যান্ডিডেট, বাট নাও হান্ড্রেডস। সকল মুখে থেকে there is a party called Independent Party, there is a Labour Party, and the others obviously at the same time. Nigel Farage also given a lot of Bengali candidates. So looking into it, it's going to be a very interesting election, local elections in Newham. I think it will be more interesting than Tower Hamlets. কারণ Tower Hamlets তো আমরা ইন্টারেস্ট কমে গেছে সমান জিনিস দেখতে দেখতে, বাট নিউহামও এবার এটা something will become very unique. যদিও আমরা it's not part of it, but আমরা ওয়াচ করবো, দেখবো যে কোন দিকে যার এই কাউন্সিলের অবস্থা। বাট কাউন্সিলরে আসলে আপনারা আন্ডারএস্টিমেট করেন, দ্যাট কাউন্সিল গট loads of money. Tower Hamlet থেকে তার বাজেট বেশি, they got about £4 billion this under the mayor, not 2 billion, it's 4 billion. Google মারিয়া আপনারা চেক করবা, it's a huge বড়া, and এমনি দেখা যায় গরিবাকে, কারণ খাসিয়ত গরিব থাকার কারণে that's what it is, but they have a lot of money, আপনারা ডাকি আনার কারণে আমরা যখন লুৎফুরে 2010 আমরা yes for campaign শুরু করলাম, he was part of it, Shiraj Bhai was part of it. It is a history. I was part of it, Mujib was part of it, Bangla Town Rafiq Bhai was part of it. That's 5 people.
Absolutely.
5
we were
people.
in the front line, all of us.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
I can't say I was on the front line, but so we was on the front. So we thought, right, we're going to change it.
Sure.
We also changed it time when the Una King was sitting in Tower Hamlet and thinking she was the queen of the Tower Hamlets. George Galloway came in, and that was the heydays of Channel S.
Absolutely.
Ekbari shopti shesh, right?
That's
Mono
right.
asini na mono nai.
What do you mean? Channel's contribution before the social media came has played the immense part in every change that took place in our community. So Labour at that time basically worked tirelessly, and there were friends there who basically built a party again to fight the regime of the Lib Dems, and they did successfully in 1994. So that's why I said that at that time there were a lot of councillors, right? Maybe they didn't have the speaking power, I shall say, yeah. But there were other people, the leaders, who had the requisite speaking power to be able to defend everything. So I'm coming to you now. You've asked.
The reason I said on my introduction,
yes.
With respect,
yes.
I said, but now is the time. If we now go
yes.
to a meeting and I said, I want to go to toilet, right? And then you don't come to the meeting because you don't feel confident.
I understand.
I don't need this quality
exactly.
of. They're still now, because a lot of freshie came in, and they're still becoming a councillor.
So
That's the whole idea behind it.
So Jalil Bhai, my opinion to this question of yours would be that I would always say that it's very difficult to say.
You have to give the people with the quality and dignity who can represent us.
But if
you send somebody and he's going to represent us and he don't know how to present us, that's going to be the problem.
That's going to be a problem, and there's no doubt about it, because you're not be able to then deliver the expectation of the people who voted you in. And that's where we look at, there are people, but one thing we cannot do is to say that this individual is standing and he's not able to speak. But that decision, I think people can make it very easily. So those who are standing and not able and capable, you know what, they will be eliminated in that democratic process.
All right, let's not go to party politics, because we are not going to party politics.
Sure.
In England, now Labour Party and Conservative Party,
Yes.
last 40 years, who's been ruling us, looks like next general election, none of them going to be ruling us.
No.
The Labour is the worst time of their lifetime they're going since nobody loves him anymore.
Yes.
His rating is the poorest prime minister in British history.
You imagine.
Conservative,
Neither here or there.
no. Half of them left. Even the Robin Wells left and joined Sir Robin Wells.
He joined the Reform. Yeah, I was. Oh my God.
He's joined the Reform.
Yes.
And from Conservative, all the big boys with money,
Yes.
they're going and join Nigel Farage.
There you
Okay?
are. Yes.
So the party is, and I don't blame them. I do not blame them. Because this is the way the trends are in Britain changing, right? Immigration is a soundbite.
It is indeed.
The reality is both parties are not delivering anything. Some of them are moving. So where do you see reform this year?
Well, look, reform is basically, it's a bit like, I'll tell you, yeah, you and I both know, right? When people get disheartened with political parties, yeah, and they are led to believe that, look, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then people find out that you're not actually doing anything for us, that's when people move away. And reform is basically came out because they became very disheartened with the way the Labour Party is basically functioning. And that's my understanding. And they came out, and where are they going to go? Normally, you have Conservative Party they can look up to, and they definitely believe the Conservative Party is also in a mess. They're completely disunited. So that's where this has all, in my view, has come, and that's we're talking about voters from remote areas of United Kingdom